Welcome back to Entropia. This is Sturge just monkeying around here at the biological research area. Actually, today what I want to do is a repeatable mission, allegedly repeatable mission, and it is called Monkeying Around, and that's what I'm doing, just monkeying around right here on Next Island. Now I want you to get your fill of Next Island videos, all the content. I am going to do other content. Right now I'm just padding the videos for Next Island content. There's so much going on here. I really do like that the Next Island team has put in a little incentive out there for the creation of these videos. It's quite a bit if you consider, if you really wanted to get all the pieces of the armor, that's 35 videos, so that's going to be a lot of work. And each and every video would have to meet the requirements of 100 views, as well as being considered relevant to creating a community here on Next Island. I hope I'm doing that for people. I'm not the only one. There are many, many people who are contributing to this, and I want to focus on some of that a little bit later down the road. But today, I'm doing the monkeying around quest that you get from the cartographer. Remember the cartographer? That guy drinking beers. Love him. I'm going to use the Z12 Barbarella. And I am going to put on, actually it's already loaded on there, an accuracy enhancer as well as the Syncadus. Let me show you the Syncadus real quick. Okay, here we are. ZX Syncadus, 84.7% efficiency is great. Brings me up to 61.8% efficiency on the Z12 Barbarella. The Z12 Barbarella is really, really good for quickly hunting the yellow Papoo here. And this mission does have a map dot. You could see it's just sort of off in the distance there. You can keep in mind that this is probably one of the better places to do it, because the credit that you need to get points for for each kill here is the Guardians are the best. The Guardians are 2 points. Provider and old are 1 point. Young and mature, no points. So that becomes a pretty big issue. You're going to have to kill some of the lower level of mobs that give you no points to get the Guardians to spawn. But it's generally 4 to 5 shots per with your Z12 Barbarella. So this is pretty quick. This is very straightforward, 250 points, and you get the creature pill. Oh yes. You get to turn into a Guardian Papoo. Now, I was looking up, I was like, what does Papoo mean? And I thought, well, do I want to turn into a Papoo? And maybe, one day I could. But after a little bit of intertubes, as I like to call them, searching, I discovered that Papoo generally means grandpa in Greek, or grandfather in Greek. And I didn't feel like labeling this video Hunting Yellow Grandpas. That sounds really bizarre and doesn't sound good. So, just going to call him Papoo. And your history lesson about grandfathers, Papoo meaning grandfather, is just going to remain that. Yes, so here's the deal. All you got to do is come to this little area here, the icon on the map. It's just a little bit north of the, what teleporter is that? Papoo Village teleporter, and above that wave spawn event, sort of in that area. And then the other thing that I really wanted to mention here is the wave. I say wave, kind of segueing into what you are going to get as loot from the yellow Papoo, and that is a lot of different crystals. And those crystals are going to be valuable. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Those are going to be valuable in the creation of a lot of the cosmetic items here on Next Island, as well as many other blueprints. And so you're not just hunting yellow Papoo for this creature pill. You're actually hunting yellow Papoo for another mission as well, and then also to obtain the crystals that you will need for the crafting of certain cosmetic items on Next Island. And what's interesting about that is some of those crystals occur in waves. I know. Mindark says, there are no waves. Okay, but anything that is has a cycle, is a wave. So, yes, there are waves. I even heard someone recently with a little star next to their name say, Loot Wave, meaning some sort of Mindark representative. And I thought that was kind of funny, since Mindark officially says there are no waves. Yes, there are loot waves. Yes, there are mining waves. They may be cycles, but they're out there. But yes, one of the things I want to point out here is that specifically, Hematite Crystal is available in a very small wave hunting the yellow Papoo, and that means all maturities. And if you've been watching the loot as I go along, you'll see that I'm getting things like cat's eye crystals, azurite crystals, chrysoberyl crystals, things like that. Those are really common. Those are also appear to be in a little bit of a wave. But I found also that if I move around enough, that other mobs in other areas will actually drop those crystals. But there do appear to be waves for those crystals, and they'll show up right after the hematite crystal. So there we got some chlorite, some cat's eye crystals, stuff like that. Papoo hearts, those are worth some ped, so keep that in mind. But these are the crystals that are going to drop here. Let me show you the hematite crystal. All right, here we go. This is Killing Guardians. This is the way to go. There's our chrysoberyl and a hematite crystal. So I actually was eating my breakfast sandwich when the waves started, and I had some gooey stuff all over my hands, and I wasn't able to do it. So I'm coming on the end of the 5-minute wave for hematite crystal. But it seems to happen that you go 5 minutes on for hematite, and then you're about 15 to 20 minutes off, and then it starts again. So this is a wave that you're going to be able to catch pretty regular. And you're probably saying, hey, Sturge, why do I care about the hematite crystal? I'm like, well, I'll show you in a little bit, but you ever notice that Blue Island shirt that I'm always wearing and the blue pants? That Blue Island shirt is crafted using refined hematite crystal. So keep that in mind. It's a really valuable resource, and it's easy to acquire by just hunting yellow Papoo. They are the ones that drop it predominantly. I don't know. There are probably some other, like red Papoo and brown Papoo, that may drop it as well, but the yellow Papoo are by far the easiest way to get hematite crystal. And the nice thing is the level requirement for hunting yellow Papoo is low. So there we go, Papoo Guardian Mob Pill, Creature Control Pill. Let's take a look at that. Okay, here we are. It is the no required level, and you become a yellow Papoo Guardian for the duration of 15 minutes. I don't know, maybe it'll be a big one, maybe it won't be a big one. Who knows, but what could be fun with this pill, if it's repeatable, it says that the mission is repeatable, and I'm going to look at that in a second. This pill is also worth 2 ped, has 147% markup, and, maybe somebody could create an event centered around everybody like 15 or 20 people transforming themselves into Papoo Guardians, and who knows, terrorizing the sweat circles. Well, maybe that's not a good idea, because a lot of people are running sweat events right now. But you could have some fun with this. You could actually have races, maybe Papoo Guardian races, a 10-minute long race. Everybody pops a pill and has to run a certain distance as a Papoo Guardian. I don't know. But here you have it, a fun little 2-ped item that you can acquire from just a daily mission, hunting yellow Papoo. Let's take a quick look and see what kind of return we got. I started with 25 PED in ammo, and look at what we had, 2504. So there's just decay is all I'm paying for in this mission. And certainly that creature control pill, the Papoo Guardian Mob Pill, covered some of that. So keep that in mind when you're doing this mission. You'd have a 2-ped pill. You could literally just refine it into universal ammo if that's what you wanted to do. Quick look at the wiki page for the Mission Broker, the Cartographer. We've done this before. We've been here before. Let's look at monkeying around. And it says under repeatable, yes. So this could be a way for you to get a slightly better return on your hunting, specifically hunting for yellow Papoo. And I want to show you beyond just this particular monkeying around mission, the other mission where you get some crossover. So taking a quick look at the mission log, we see here at the bottom, Yellow Papoo Hunting Challenge. And many of you are going to say, wait a minute, I don't have that. It's right, because it's not a next island mission. It is a secret island mission. And so if you've been to Secret Island and picked up this mission, you can do some of the crossover. And I think this is a holdover iron mission that sort of slipped through the cracks because it's not called an iron mission. Because it's 10,000 points worth of yellow Papoo that you have to kill to get the reward. And let's take a quick look at the wiki about to see about this. If you come to the Wikipedia page and search for yellow Papoo, you're going to see a couple of missions here. There's a secret island mission, which is the one we're looking at. And then there's the next island mission, which is the simian problem for the yellow Papoo, which is also a crossover mission. But I've been struggling with that particular one to find it in my mission log. That's okay. That seems to be a me problem, probably more than an actual problem with the missions. So here you are. If you go to Secret Island, you can get this mission from the quest bot there, and you can do that mission, or at least get credit for some of that mission on Next Island, even though it's a secret island mission. And it has the rewards that we just saw, the 0.3 in various skills. So that's probably a secret island mission. So what we should do now is go and test this out and see if we can get what kind of points and the values for each one of these mobs, starting with the Guardian, I think is what we'll do. I'll take a quick look at those and see what kind of points we get for those, for hunting the various... There's a Guardian there. Of course. What do I get? A skill boost. The second I start the mission. Alright, or at least start the hunt. So there we go. 22 points for the Guardian level here. Let's go to a Provider and see how many points we get for the Provider. There we go. Found one. You may have noticed that Guardian dropped Hematite Crystal. It's part of the wave there, the Hematite wave. And there's some more. And we are getting 12 points for the Provider level. Let's try an old Papoo there. Come here, old guy. Old Papoo. Looks like that's 12 points as well for the old Papoo. That's interesting that they would have set it up that way. I wouldn't have thought that you'd get the same for the Provider and the old. And even more odd, the mature is 11 points. Yeah. Who knows? Let's quick look at the young maturity, and then we'll wrap this up and talk a little bit more about crystals and getting some information, a little bit of a guide on those crystals that you get from hunting yellow Papoo as part of their loot drop. All right, let's take a quick look here. Get a young one. Oh, I'm getting attacked by a Guardian here. So that's 10 points for the young level. So not too bad. That you can see that these are going to add up pretty quickly, shooting the Guardians for 22 points a pop. Well, you can see I'm almost done there. I'm going to wrap this up here, and let's talk about some of the crystals like Hematite Crystal and looking at a guide that'll help us. As you know, normally I would say go to the wiki to get your information about Next Island, or any of the planets for that matter. But in this instance, I want to talk about Cat 1000Air's Next Island Helper. This is honestly some of the finest work I have seen anywhere for a Next Island site. I want to talk about the crystals specifically because the way they're all set up. And I wanted to show you, we were talking about what crystals you got as drops from the yellow Papoo. Cat's Eye Crystal was one of them, Chlorite, and the Chrysoberyl Crystal were also available as drops. This is a great deal where you can see, oh, the Cat's Eye Crystal is used in the Haruspex Belfry hat. The Chrysoberyl Crystal is used in the gloves. The Chlorite Crystal is used in the chef's hat, which we haven't even done that one yet. Let's talk about the refined side of that, which is all set up here. So Cat has done so much of this. And if we look here, we see the Chrysoberyl Crystal is also used in the Fastener's Blueprint, which is used in other blueprints throughout Next Island. What makes this website so invaluable is the navigability. It's so easy to navigate. Now look at this. Hematite Crystal using the Haruspex Voodoo Boots. Easy. If I want to just go back to the top, I just click back to the top, right? Or I move over here to the refined side. For Hematite Crystal, click H, and now I see the Island Shirt Blueprint. So there you go. A lot of work done by Cat 1000Air. Really appreciate this website. I'm going to put a link to Cat's website, Next Island Helper, down in the description. If you don't already have it, You'll be able to get it and be able to come back here and look through all things Gorgon, Next Island, mission logs, maps, you name it. This is amazing. Thanks so much to Kat for putting this together. That's probably enough fun for one day. The repair gal and I are off to the Crystal Bay to get ourselves an island cocktail and watch the sunset and the stars come out. So, thank you all for watching. This is Sturge signing off. Ciao for now.